Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, a channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback and the latest happening in the world of sports. Now, Champs is finally over, or that sounds like me rejoice, but Champs is over, and the analysts are here to provide their review of what happened over the last 5 days. On the girls' side, we had 33 schools that got a point or more. And on the boys' side, we had 32 schools that got a point or more, including Oberlin High School. But before we go into the detail, fans, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscription button. Yes, that button below your video you're watching now. If it is red, it simply means you have not yet subscribed. So where are we upon? Click the button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Analysts and fans out there, if you've been watching all our Champs videos, I'm Kurt. And the other analysts are here and they'll introduce themselves to you. I know you've been crying for actions, right? And we're now here to give you the actions from all that has happened from Champs 2021. Congratulations to Jamaica College and Edwin Allen for winning the boys' champs and girls' champs respectively. Analyst, where do we start? Raymond, what was your takeaway? What was the highlight of the 5 days for you in your purple shirt?
So a couple things I can point out. Standouts for me, clearly the Clayton twins clearly stand out. Antonio, good, and celebration, exciting to say the least. One of the biggest surprise though was Sachin Dennis beating him in a 100 meter. That was kind of surprising. I sensed the form that Antonio was carrying into the race.
What?
Persons were saying that it had to come down to him getting a good start, and then somebody's doing 400 meter, 200 meter versus a full bred sprinter of Sachin Dennis, and Sachin Dennis get a good enough start to beat him. So those are some of the highlights for me. The 100 clearly always a favorite, and that was some of the highlights. Those are some of the highlights for me.
As you mentioned, Antonio Watson, he also mentioned that he is not interested in running the 100 meters, and he just did it for speed work under the instruction of his coach. And it showed Adrian that technique over just the ability to run, it always wins.
Well, Kurt, I'm here celebrating in my blue. Had to get that in.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. I wasn't here for the initial panel, but thank you for the congrats. But just to state that in 2011, we had a new blue track, and JC and Edwin Allen won. In 2021, the track is still blue. It's still JC and Edwin Allen. But when you look at...
I don't understand why you say still enough, because it's not like the year after.
I'm just saying.
10 years after.
10 champs after, to be exact. We didn't have it last year. But just to state that in terms of the race, Sachin Dennis is a champion at the 100 meter at every class. 3, class 2, class 1. And it showed, right? Antonia, another special athlete, moved on from the 200 meter to the 100 meter for speed work. I'm sure I wouldn't hear that if he had won the race this time around, but also a very good athlete. And Sachin Dennis was just going under the radar while the excitement was taking place. And he just stood forward, showed his class that this is his race, not going to let somebody else come down from another event and come and beat him. And he reigned supreme, and that's what happened.
Ricky, what was the standout moment for you?
My standout moment? Well, I wasn't surprised that Sachin Dennis won the 100 meter. Right, I've been watching this kid from before even his first year at Champs, and I watched him win class 3, win class 2. So I expected him to win class 1. You know,
What?
even though I expected Sachin Dennis to win class 1, nobody could stop him. We could have 10 Antonio. Right? Nobody could stop him. My standout moment is the fact that States won class 3 boys 100, class 2 boys 100, and class 1 boys 100. That's a very, it's rarely you see something like that in Champs. Well, not rarely, but you know, but just to see a school outside of Calabar or KC do something like that, it was very good. It was a very good moment for me. Even though I don't know where Stets is, I don't know where in St. Elizabeth Stets is.
Stop it.
Me the last, if me forgot it, me know me the last. But at the end of the day, it's a standout moment for me, and it was a proud moment because, you know, as I said, at school, otherwise from Calabar and KC and JC, I do them feats there, you know. So yeah, it was a very good standout moment for me.
Take a trip.
Fans out there, just leave. If you know where Stets is, just leave that in the comment section below. We can't believe Ricky don't know where Stets is. So we want to call him out.
Somewhere in St. Elizabeth.
Call him out on this one. But Stets is, some persons are saying, is now the new sprint factory you got. You believe that to be the case?
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause you know they always produce some nice runners over the years, and guess this year it you know the fruits is beginning to show. That has a great thing. I say all fruits ripe, so the fruits then begin to ripe at test. So yeah, it's a good season for them, and congratulations to them, all of their runners. You know, they really did themselves proud. This time around. Congrats, Stets. Keep on producing those good runners.
Eddie, we have to call out the Sports DTM analyst on this one. They never had St. Diego.
Call them out.
We have to call them out, Eddie. They never had your alma mater in the list.
Yeah, we have to blame the admin on that one, you know, but I was telling them, you know, you have to
I got locked out.
You have to have St. Diego in the top 3. You know what I mean? For the girls, that is. Surprisingly, they got second, which I'm very happy about that. I wasn't expecting them. I was bringing them for 3rd. But second, I'll definitely work with the second, and we kind of push. We push Edwin Allen at the end there. Ran them pretty close, but, you know, we'll work with the second because, you know, it's a pandemic year, and the girls did their best, and we have to just big them up on that.
And as you talk about pushing Edwin Allen, we had for top 5, Veer Technical with 128 points. Wormwood Technical, many times champion, way off the top, 160.5. Idel, who persons here were saying will win, 301.5. And St. Diego, who they left out of the top 5, in second with 309 points. And Edwin Allen, 340 was the winner. Were there any surprises there, Adrian?
Yes, Kurt. I guess the big surprise, I think St. Diego overperformed in coming in second. If I was on the panel at the time, I would call him in the top 3. They have been doing very well over the years, but I think Idel underperformed based on what is going on. Edwin Allen performed to form. So look out for St. Jago. They did extremely well.
COVID.
There are 3 schools over 300, Raymond. I don't know if this might be the first time this is happening. 3 schools scoring 300 or more points during a pandemic year.
Yeah, it speaks to how competitive it is getting over on that side. 3 schools and also the introduction of St. Jago coming in at second. That show you almost could not call it, as it's not as easy to call it as persons would think. Edwin Allen, yeah, but it's not so easy to call the rest of the other teams where they will finish, because a lot of persons clearly, and even upon paper, you almost could consider Heidel coming close second. But that wasn't the case. What Jago did was really, excellent, and it was just the overperform as Adrian said, the overperform, and it showed. And it's just a full-on competitive and the girls' side for those top 3, and the point standing show as much. And
Big up Mount
surprisingly,
Street.
there weren't much injury on the girls' side. There weren't much persons being injured and stuff like that, and not dropping points too.
Eddie, with St. Jago finishing second, where do you see them getting the points to overhaul Edwin Allen in the next championship?
If I had to pick a year, I would probably say on the track in the relays. We fell short there, and getting a few more points could kind of limit the gap next year. So hopefully, if all stands, if everything continues in next year, we probably can pull back a few points there.
And for boys championship, congratulations again are in order, Adrian, and all the JC fans out there. You won by 15.5 points. But Raymond, defending champion, leading by 8.5 points going into final day. Where did it went wrong?
Well, the final day kind of packed with relays, right? So, if I'm as good in maths as I think I am, we pretty much don't get much points on the relays. It's clear that was where JC was scoring. KC wasn't scoring much at all in the relays, and some might have to do with probably the availability of certain athletes to field the team and stuff like that. We thought we would have a stronger team in some of these relays, but that wasn't the case. And also, not to take any credit away from JC, believe it or not, JC had an extremely strong team. And apart from the 100-meter dude in class 1 who got injured for JC, most of their athletes weren't much injury, and they perform and take on a whole load of events, and still was able to put out their best in the relays. And as such, yeah. So most of it you have to give credit to JC. Most of it, there was pressure, and they live up to it and stuff like that. So they bring on most of the points on the relay where KC didn't, and that was the difference. They're scoring, KC not scoring much, and you can just see for every 2 points, or 3 points JC get, KC probably get 1 or something like that, if so much. And so that was a problem. But
and on that note, I want to big up all of the sponsors who made it happen. Big up ISSA, big up Grace Kennedy, big up TVJ. We knew from day one it was going to be a challenging event, and they did all that they could to make it happen. I see people sanitizing the sandpit, and a lot of persons were out there making fun of it, but it showed that the people were intended on having
Serious.
a safe event for the athletes. And again, we want to big up all the organizers for making this happen. We were waiting almost 2 years for champs, and it happened, and we want to say congratulations to Edwin Allen and Jamaica College. And we know it would have been rough to prepare for championship in a pandemic year, and we want to say big up to everybody involved. Fans out there, let us hear from you by leaving those comments in the comment section below. Anything you want to share about champs, your reviews, your highlight, your takeaway, your standout moments, the performance of the championship, the performer of the championship. Whatever you want to share on Champs 2021, just leave those in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And stay safe. Follow the protocols, wash your hands, sanitize, stay 6 feet apart. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Until next year when we bring Champs 2022 to you from the National Stadium. Be blessed.